that is something I can help with. So one second. Okay, I had said that I won't provide measurements, and I'm definitely going to stand by that, but I am going to show you where to measure, and that is something I am more than happy to help with. So there's a couple ways you can do this. The easiest way that I found was to measure from the assembled Critter Nation or Ferret Nation, whichever one you're doing it off of, and from the part that is actually part of the enclosure versus down here. That said, you can measure from either location. What you're doing though is you're measuring from this inside piece to that inside piece, and then you're measuring from the door, the inside right here, to the same spot in the far corner in the back, which you can't see. And you're measuring that, and that's going to give you your square, basically your rectangle, right? Then you have to just decide what your height is. I just picked 16 inches. It appeared to be a pretty good height, gave them enough substrate, but also gave me like a kickboard, but then I still could use a lot of the wire here to affix things to and everything for them. The other way that you can do this is you can technically measure the shelf and basically do that, and then just make sure that your distance between these on either side is good, and then it'll fit in between those. To kind of elaborate, the reason that I won't give measurements is because I measured all of this and got it all cut off of a Ferret Nation that I had that I was sold as a Critter Nation, and then I didn't put it together because I thought I was going to be able to pull off getting this Critter Nation around Black Friday. When I took all of the pieces, I put them all in, didn't tape them, didn't glue them, and then just put them all in to see if everything would in fact slide in easily as kind of a dry fit. And it worked, and it also worked in this cage. However, I originally was going to get all of my pieces about 2 to 5 millimeters larger than they are right now. And I am not even kidding you. It would not have fit if I would have gone off of the actual measurements that I took and not toned that back a little bit with plans of putting like a buffer insulation padding or something here. It would not have fit in this cage. So then that's the other thing I would just like to recommend is if you want to cut it a little bit short, because you can always get window insulation foam that comes in like strips, and you could always put it on the outside of the enclosure, so like out here versus in here, and you could always put it around these bars to keep it from moving so that it would be solid and they're not moving the whole enclosure bit around, but it would give you that bit of a buffer if you wanted it. Hope that helps.